The Junkyard, located on 2nd Street in Traer, is the place to go for all your sports watching needs. With 5 big screens, the Junkyard is your place to watch North Tama, college, and professional sporting events, including those on ESPN Plus, BTN Plus, and Flow Sports. They also have food trucks regularly and specials weekly, so check out their Facebook page for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the North Tama Athletic Complex in Traer, Iowa for tonight's matchup between the HLV Warriors and your North Tama Redhawks. Now let's introduce our starting lineups. First, the starters for the Warriors. Leading off, playing right field, Sloan McCain. Batting second, playing center field, Tenley O'Brien. Batting third, playing third base, Early Kupka. Batting fourth, your pitcher, Brindle Jack. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, Carly Moore. Batting sixth, playing second base, Belle Weiskopf. Batting seventh, your catcher, Abby Tharp. Batting eighth, playing left field, Serenity McClenathan. And batting ninth, your first baseman, Bailey Moore. Assistant coach for the Warriors are Barry Parrott, Ayala Hall. Head coach for the Warriors is Grace Parrott. Now for your Redhawks. Playing shortstop and batting first, number 13, Gabby Shetta. Playing left field, batting second, number 7, Kaylor Ewalt. Playing third and batting third, number 12, Eleni Sinknick. Playing first and batting cleanup, number 5, Violet Shetta. Playing second base and batting fifth, number 4, Harper Roush. Playing right field and batting sixth, number 2, Josie Monett. Catching and batting seventh, number 8, Morgan Meek. Starting pitcher for the Redhawks and batting eighth, number 4, Addie Hostetler. Playing center field and batting ninth, number 1, Avery Schmidt. Assistant coach for the Redhawks is Seth Shetta, and the Redhawks are led by head coach Madonna Madoran. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Well, welcome to another night of North Tama Redhawks softball here on YouTube. The Redhawks are taking on the Warriors from HLV this evening. And here to lead us off is right fielder Sloan McCain. Head out to left field fence. McCain going for two and standing up with a leadoff double. That'll bring up center fielder Tinley O'Brien. Okay. O'Brien squares the bunt and it's foul. The 0-1 on the way. Another bunt. Fielded by Sinknick on to Shutta for the first out of the inning, and a good sacrifice by O'Brien. Moves the runner to third and brings up third baseman Early Kupka. Excuse me. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Oh, 1 on the way is hit foul. Hostetler quickly ahead 0-2. Another one hit down the third base line, foul again. Another one down the left field line, foul. Count stays at 0-2. That one a little bit low and away. Count goes to 1-2 on Kupka. And fouled away straight back. And 1-2 offering again. Just a bit upstairs. Count moves 2-2. And the 2-2 on the way. In there for strike 3 for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the pitcher, Brindle Jack. Warriors have a runner on third now with 2 outs. First pitch is on the way. Hit, foul down the first base line. A little bit low, evens up the count at 1-1. That one just a bit upstairs. Count goes 2-1. Two one on the way. Hit hard to short. Shutta's up with it. Cross over to Shutta for out number 3. 6-3 there. The Warriors get no runs on 1 hit, and they did leave 1 runner on. So we will move here to the bottom of the first inning with Shutta, Ewalt, and Sieknick after a word from our sponsors.
Edwards Tax Services makes tax season simple and stress-free. We specialize in accurate tax preparation for individuals and small businesses. Whether you need help maximizing deductions, filing confidently, or understanding your taxes, Josh is here for you. Save time and keep more of what you earn. File your taxes with Edwards Tax Services. Members First Community Credit Union is a premier financial institution in central Iowa that offers a unique Me First banking experience. Offering savings and checking, loans and investments, and financial wellness, Members First will always put your financial needs first. Visit them on 2nd Street here in Traer or give them a call at 1 800 245 6199.
Welcome back to North Tama Red Hawk softball here on YouTube. Leading us off here in the bottom of the first inning is shortstop Gabby Shetta. First pitch to Shetta. It's in there for a strike. The 0-1. A little bit away. Count goes to 1-1. And here's the 1-1. Popped up to right field. Right fielder is dropped. Shutter reaches on the air by McCain. We now go to Kaylor Ewalt. Ewalt squares the bunt, fouls it back. Count goes 0-1. Squares again, pulls back, evens up the count at 1-1. Here's a 1-1 to Ewalt. Low and in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher there. Abby Tharp behind the plate tonight. There's a good block there. Saves a base. Count goes 2-1. But by Ewalt, deadens it right in front of the plate. Thrown out at first. Get hot by the catcher there. Get her out at first, but she does get the sack bunt down to move Shetta over to third, which will bring up Eleni Sicknick. And the first pitch to Sicknick is on the way. To the backstop. Shetta's going to try and score. Slides in head first, and she's under the tag for the first run of the ball game. Good heads-up base running there by Shetta with a good slide to the outside part of the plate, head first. And now the 1-0 here to Sicknick is a little bit low. 2-0 the count. And a 2-0 to Sinknick. A little bit low. Count goes 3-0. Let's see if Sinknick gets the green light here. 3-0 count. A little bit of wind blowing out today, and the coaches might give a little more green light. Good spot there by Jack. Count goes 3-1. Sinknick hits it hard to short. Bobbled by the shortstop. Moore with a little bobble. A pretty hard hit ball though. So Sinknick reaches on the air. Now we'll bring up first baseman Violet Shutta. First pitch right in there for a strike. Oh, 1. It's foul ball. Quickly 0-2. Oh, she lays off the high one. It's good discipline there by Shutta. Lays off that high pitch. Good spot by Jack there. Try to get him to chase 0-2. Moves the count to 1-2. Popped up to shortstop, ranging over, and makes the play. Nice play there by Carly Moore for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up second base, Harper Roush. Pulled foul. Not a play. Swing and a miss by Roush. Count quickly goes to 0-2. Both pitchers doing a pretty good job early in the game, getting ahead early. Roush pulls it foul down the third base line. Count stays at 0-2. Roush down the third base line again and foul out to left field. The Warriors had a couple of good battles and they were down 0-2. Now Roush turning the table and doing it as well. Head out left field, see if it stays in play. Foul ball. Serena McClutchin tried to chase that down on a long run, but just out of her reach. Foul tip. Count still 0-2. Roush battling here, fouling the number of pitches off. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Although the Redhawks do get a run on no hits, there was 2 Warrior errors and there was one left on base, one Redhawk left on base, At the end of one, the Warriors 0, the North Tama Redhawks 1. Due up in the bottom or top half of the second for the Warriors would be Moore, Weiskopf, and Tharp. First, a word from our sponsors.
Appraisal and Real Estate. This is Jamie Howard and Madison Snyder, and they can help you out with all your appraisal and real estate needs. If you're looking to buy or sell any residential, commercial, or agricultural properties, Jamie and Madison are here for you. Please visit them on 2nd Street or give them a call at 1-877-844-SOLD.
Whether you are buying your first home, selling your current one, or looking to invest in your future, Cajun Morris is here to help. As a realtor, broker associate, and owner of No Limits Real Estate, Cajun brings experience and dedication to every client. Call Cajun today at 641-481-1712 and take the next step with confidence.
Welcome back to North Tama Redhawks softball here on YouTube. We're going to the top of the second inning. Leading us off will be shortstop Carly Moore. First pitch fouled off. And the 0-1 on the way. Low, a little bit low. Count goes to 1-1. That one's low as well. Count goes 2-1. And the 2-1 to Moore is low again for moves the count 3-1. The 3-1 is on the way. Just a bit inside for leadoff walk for Moore. That'll bring up second base, Belle Weiskopf. Weiskopf pulls one down the left field line. Foul. Here's the 0-1. Low. Count goes 1-1. Snap throw to first. Moore's back safely. And the 1-1 to Weiskopf. Hit hard to Gabby at short. Reaches on the hit there. That pretty well hit by Weiskopf. We'll bring up catcher Abby Tharp. Warriors now threatening one. The runners at first and second. And Tharp swings over the top of that one. Moves the count to 1-1. And we have time here by the coach. And again, counts 1-1. Warriors with runners at first and second. In there for strike 2. And a 1-2 to Tharp. Popped up, straight back, and out of play. And called strike 3 on Tharp for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up left fielder Serenity McClutchin. And McClutchin swings over the top of the first pitch. Little delayed steal here by Moore. Safe at second. The stolen base. And Weiskopf moves up on the throw. So now the Warriors threatening with 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. Rocks kind of forgot about the runners there for a minute. And hit hard. Nice way to knock it down, but no play. That'll play to run for the Warriors to even up the score at 1-1. And now first base, Bailey Moore is up to bat. Good job by Shetta to knock that down, keep it on the infield, only allowing 1 run to score. Fake bunt, steal, right back to the pitcher. That one's a little bit low, runs the count to 1-1. That pitch in there called strike 2. And a fly ball out to shallow center field is going to drop for a hit. And don't play at second. So base hit by Moore leads to another run, moves the Warriors ahead 2-1. And we come back to the top of the order. Right field's Sloan McCain. Warriors still have runners at second and third. Still only 1 out in the inning. First pitch low, knocked down by Meek behind the plate there. Hit hard, Sinknick, tag out at first. Nothing to say. Nice play there by Sinknick to get lead runner there at third for the second out of the inning. Sloan McCain does reach on the fielder's choice, which brings us to Tenley O'Brien. Now with 2 outs in the inning, Warriors have runners at first and second. That's a little looper out to center field. That's going to drop. And another run for the Warriors. Runs the score to 3-1. And brings up Early Kupka. That's hit hard down the left field or down the left field line, but foul. Pitch a little bit low. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 on the way. Popped up to center field. Monick can't make the play. 2 more runs will score on the double by Kupka. That'll move the score to 5-1 Warriors and brings up the pitcher, Brindle Jack. Nick does a good job blocking it, but it bounces away. Allows Kupka to move to third. Pitch a little bit low. That ball's hit deep to center field. And Monett chases it down for the last out of the inning. However, the Warriors do get 5 runs on 4 hits, and they leave 1 runner on base. At the end of 1.5, the Warriors 5, Redhawks 1. And due up in the bottom of the second for the Redhawks will be Monett, Meek, and Hostetler. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Wilson Tiling LLC is a local family-owned company specializing in agricultural and commercial drainage. Wilson Tiling LLC was established in 2009 with many years of experience in the drainage game before that. We have been a proud supporter of North Tama Athletics ever since. Hire local, and remember, no job is too big or too small. Give Chris a call, and go Redhawks.
Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Morris Enterprises. Family owned and operated, Morris Enterprises can help you out with all your trenchless underground utility needs. Call Ryan today at 319 269 3461. Again, that's 319 269 3461.
Welcome back to North Tama Redhawk softball here on YouTube. Leading us off, here's Josie Monett, who has moved to center, and Avery Schmidt moved to right. Swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 1-1. And the 1-1 to Monett. Set just inside. Count goes 2-1. That one's upstairs. Good job laying off. Count was 3-1. They checked down the first base umpire for a swing, and there was no swing. And a 3-1 on the way. Fouled back. Runs the count full. And the payoff pitch is on the way. Hit right back to the pitcher. A little bobble, but makes the play on the first for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up catcher Morgan Meek. First pitch to Meek. Right in there for strike one. And the 0-1 fouled at the plate. Count moves to 0-2. Jack quickly ahead after getting the first out. Quickly ahead again, 0-2. Meek fouls that one off to the first base side and out of play. And that one low downstairs. That's a good spot. Count goes 1-2. Hit hard right back to the pitcher with a nice play there by Jack for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up pitcher Eddie Hostetler. Pitcher to pitcher this time up. And the first pitch hit down to third base and right across. Nice play by Kupka there to end the inning. The Red Hawks get no runs on no hits. There was no errors and nobody left. At the end of 2 innings, HLV Warriors 5 and then North Tama Red Hawks 1. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd inning here after a word from our sponsors.
With over a century of service, Farmer Savings Bank and Trust has you covered for all your banking needs, whether that be for yourself, your business, or your farm. Visit them at their Trail location on the corner of 2nd Street and Highway 63, or give them a call at 319-478-2140.
Chelsea Savings Bank. Stop into one of our family-owned banks near you. We offer multiple locations to help with all your financial needs. Our locations include Traer, Belle Plaine, Chelsea, Van Horn, and Victor. Chelsea Savings Bank. We are not just another customer, and we're not just another bank.
Welcome back to North Tama Red Hawks softball here on YouTube. We're going to the top of the 3rd inning. Leading us off will be second base, Bell Weiskopf. Here's first pitch of the inning. Hit hard right at Sinknick at third. Well struck by Weiskopf, but right at the third baseman. That'll bring up catcher Abby Tharp. She pulls it down third base line and foul. And the 0-1 on the way. Right in there for strike 2. Hostetler quickly hit 0-2 to Tharp. Excuse me, this is Weiskopf. Count even up at 2-2. Hit hard down the third base line, but foul. That pitch up and away. And the payoff pitch. Fouled back. Weiskopf stays alive. And another payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3 for the second out of the inning. This will bring up catcher Abby Tharp. Pulled down the third baseline, foul. That one's low. Count goes 1-1. Here in the top of the third inning, with the score, Warriors 5, Redhawks 1. And a hit out to left field. Ewalt drops it. And Tharp gets a second or reached on the air. Looks like we have a courtesy runner here. Looks like number 2, Charlotte Perkle, running for the catcher, Abby Tharp, which will bring up left field, Serenity McClutchin, with 2 away here in the top of the third. But a runner in scoring position. Warriors looking to add to their lead. And first pitch is hit foul. Count goes to 0-1. And 0-1 to McClutchin. This is in the dirt. Good stop by Meek back there, saving a base. 1-1 count. Swings over the top. Moves the count 1-2. And the 1-2 on the way. Low, evens up the count at 2-2. And hit up the middle into center field. Runner trying to score. throw to home. No play there, and the runner moves up on the throw. And a base hit by McClutchin plates a run. Moves the score to Warriors 6, Red Hawks 1. And brings up first base, Bailey Moore. The runner still in scoring position and moved up on the throw. Ball's up. And Moore swings over the top, evens up the count, 1-1. And the ball hit out to left field, dropping, but he gets there and makes the play for the third out of the inning. However, the Warriors do get one run on one hit, and there was one Red Hawk error and one runner left on base. After 2.5, Warriors 6, Red Hawks 1. And we'll move to the bottom of the third inning after a word from our sponsors.
Pillar Insurance's mission is to make the insurance fit your needs versus you fitting the insurance company. They represent multiple companies so they can find the right company at the right price. They can cover your home, vehicle, farm, business, and much more. Ed Hoig is licensed in the state of Iowa, while Carmen Earhart is licensed in Iowa and Wisconsin. So if your needs cross state lines, they can cover it all in one location. Give them a call or reach out to them at pillarinsuranceiowa.com. For over 35 years, iCamp Insurance has provided quality protection and personalized customer service to their clients. They can protect your home, vehicle, farm, crops, business, and your recreational activities. Please visit them at one of their 2 locations on Main Street in Dysart or on 2nd Street right here in
Welcome back to North Tama Red Hawk softball here on YouTube. We are moving to the bottom of the third inning. And it looks like leading us off will be the new center fielder, Emily Cochran. Tried to bunt and missed. Count goes 0-1. And the 0-1 to Cochran. Once again. Hits her in the box. Count goes 0-2. And the 0-2 here on the way. Low and in the dirt. 1-0 the count, or 1-2 the count, excuse me. And a ball hit out to center field and drop in there for a hit. Big turn there by Cochran with a leadoff single. That'll bring us to the top of the order. Shortstop Gabby Shetta. First hit of the game for the Red Hawks. Pitch in there for a strike to Shetta. And the 0-1 on the way. Just a bit off the plate. Count goes to 1-1. And a 1-1 to Shutta is on the way. Fouled back and out of play. Moves the count to 1-2. Pitch it. Cochran's kind of a delayed steal, but makes it. And stolen base for Cochran puts a runner in scoring position for the Redhawks. Count goes 2-2 on Shetta. And the ball hit out to center field and down. Big turn by Shetta. Puts runners on the corners for the Redhawks. And next up is left fielder Kaylor Ewalt. And the first pitch to Ewalt here is on the way. Ewalt squares the bunt, pulls back. Shetta's going to steal second. Snap throw to third. Cochran is back. The Redhawks now have runners at second and third with nobody out. Looking to try and cut into this Warrior lead. That is at 6-1. And Ewalt bunts down third base line. Play to first. Hazard does play to run, and Shetta's going to try and score as well and plays a run. So on the sac bunt by Ewalt, plates 2 Redhawks for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up third base Eleni Sinknick, which runs the score now. Warriors 6, Redhawks 3. First pitch in there for a strike. You got to give Jack credit. She gets ahead early of pretty much every hitter, except for maybe 1 or 2. And one big hop to third over for the second out of the inning. We'll bring up first base Violet Shetta. First pitch is fouled back. And a chopper to second base. Up with it and over. That was Weisskopf making the play there to end the inning. However, the Redhawks do get 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Warrior errors and nobody left on base. At the end of 3, the Warriors 6, Redhawks 3. We've been moving to the top of the 4th inning, and the Warriors will have the top of the lineup coming up with McCain, O'Brien, and Kupka. But first, a word from our sponsors.
The North Tama Vet Clinic. This is Dr. Kanak and her staff. They can help you out with all your animal needs, no matter the size of your animal. You can find them on 2nd Street here in Traer. Give them a call today at 319-478-8411.
Iowa Auto Rebuilders is a full-service auto repair shop. If your car, truck, or SUV has a scratch, dent, or needs major repair, they've got you covered. They take care of the worry and stress associated with vehicle repair. Iowa Auto Rebuilders can help with the estimates, insurance reports, photos, and even a rental car. Visit them on Ranchero Road just south of Highway 20 or give them a call at 319 234 5546.
Welcome back to North Tama Red Hawks softball. Leading off top of the fourth inning, Sloan McCain with the foul ball down the left field line. And Sicknick cuts across, cuts it off to Shutta for the first out of the inning on a nice play. For the first out, and that'll bring up center field Tinley O'Brien. First pitch O'Brien is upstairs. And the second pitch must be inside. Count goes 2-0. And that one's up and away, in there for a called strike. Count goes 2-1. And that one's in the dirt. 3-1 to count. One away here in the top of the fourth inning. Warriors 6, Red Hawks 3. And that pitch is upstairs for a 1-out walk to O'Brien. Will bring up third base Early Kupka. That pitch is in the dirt, gets away from Meek. O'Brien advances on the wild pitch. Hit hard down to third. Oh, good fake. Nice fake there by Sinknick. Go over to Harper Roush for the second out of the inning and gets the lead runner on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up pitcher Brindle Jack. 2 away here now on the top of the fourth. Runner on first base. Hit hard to short. Nice play by Shutta to knock it down, but unable to make a play. Kept the ball on the infield anyway. So now the runners at first and second with 2 out in the inning. And the hitter is Carly Moore. Pulled down the third base line and foul. Moore playing shortstop tonight. And the 0-1 to Moore on the way. In there for called strike 2. Hostetler quickly had 0-2. And a fly ball out to center field. Cochran under it and makes the play for the third out of the inning. The Warriors get no runs, did have 1 hit, and left 2 runners on base. At the end of 3.5, Warriors 6, Red Hawks 3. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth inning here after a word from our sponsors.
Anderson Collision has been providing full-service collision repair for over 38 years. With an ICAR Gold certified shop and platinum individual technicians, Anderson Collision can help with your collision repair needs, including painting, glass repair, scratches, dings, detailing, and more. And with a lifetime warranty on all certified repairs, Anderson Collision will keep your minds at ease. Visit them in downtown Cedar Falls or give them a call at 319 277 5661. Champion Enterprises Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning provides residential and commercial services to Traer and surrounding areas. Locally owned and operated by Josh and Jared, who are dedicated to perform exceptional service to you and the community. Installing top of the line ring heating and cooling products to keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. For licensed professional services, call Champion Enterprise.
Welcome back to North Tama Red Hawks softball here on YouTube. We're moving to the bottom of the fourth inning with the score Warriors 6, North Tama Red Hawks 3. And leading us off will be second base, Harper Roush. Roush first pitch, swings and misses. And the 0-1 to Roush. Popped up on the infield, third base calling it. And Kupka underneath it for the first out of the inning. That'll move us to right back to right field, Josie Monet. First pitch to Monet on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike one. And you got one. A little bit low, evens up the count at 1-1. And the 1-1 to Monet on the way. Upstairs, count goes 2-1. One away here in the top of the fourth, or bottom of the fourth, excuse me. And that was low. Count goes 3-1. Red Hawks haven't had too many hitters counts this evening, but there's one right here. And 3-1. We're right in there. Moves the count full. And the payoff pitch on the way. Ball upstairs for a 1-out walk for Monet. That'll bring up catcher Morgan Meek. And that pitch is upstairs. And the 1-0 hits her, puts runners at first and second for pitcher Addie Hostetler. And HLB Warriors are going to take a quick timeout in the conversation here at the pitcher circle. Coach is trying to calm the pitcher down a little bit. Give her a break. Kind of warm out here this evening. And now back to action with Hostetler. Pitch in there, called the strike. And the 0-1 to Hostetler on the way. Up and away, evens up the count at 1-1. There is one out in the inning, and the Red Hawks with runners at first and second. And that hits Hostetler to load the bases. So a walk and a couple of hits batsman loads the bases for Cochran. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Looks like shortstop Carly Moore's coming in to pitch. And Brindle Jack is going to take her spot at shortstop. Just a couple position changes here. Doesn't change nothing in the lineup. And here we go, back to live action. First pitch to Moore to Cochran. And the base is loaded here with one out. Moore quickly ahead, 0-1. Ooh, Cochran swings over the top of that one. Red Hawks with a chance here to cut into this lead, which stands at 6-3 for the Warriors. And the 0-2 to Cochran on the way. Popped up. Should be infield fly, but it's foul, so that's just the fly ball for the second out of the inning. And it brings us to the top of the order, shortstop Gabby Shetta. Two outs now. Red Hawks will have an extra step there on the bases. Won't have to wait to see if it's caught or not. First pitch to Shetta is in there for strike one. And the 0-1 to Shetta. Hit deep to center field in the gap. Over the right fielder's head. That's going to plate 2. 3 Red Hawks come in. And bases clearing triple, 2-out triple by Gabby Shetta. Will tie the game at 6-6. And brings up left fielder Kaylor Ewalt. And the first pitch to Ewalt. Bunts it, foul. He pulls that back, and it's a little bit low. Count goes to 1-1. And a walk and 2 hits batsmen have come across for the Red Hawks. And a hard hit out to right field by Ewalt. Plates another run for the Red Hawks. RBI single for Ewalt puts the Red Hawks ahead, 7-6. And we'll bring up third base, Eleni Sinknick. Big swing and a miss there from Sinknick. He was trying to make use of the wind blowing out tonight with that swing. Sinknick does have 3 home runs on the season. Hits that one hard out to the left center field gap. Center fielder cuts it off. And the play at third. And Ewalt's out at third. But the Red Hawks do get 4 runs on 3 hits, and there was 1 runner left on base, and no Warrior errors. At the end of 4 innings, HLV Warriors 6, North Tama Red Hawks 7. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning after a word from our sponsors.
Weber Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning has been taking care of Benton, Blackhawk, and Tama counties since 1977. They are a full-service heating, plumbing, and air conditioning shop that is available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. They are equipped to handle all residential, new and remodel projects, as well as light commercial heating, plumbing, and air conditioning. Give them a call today at 319-476-2590. The Better Life ZCBJ Hall offers a large historic rental space for friends and family celebrations. Book your reservation at ZCBJ Hall, located at 501 Main Street in Cloutier. The hall can be rented at any time of the year for graduations, reunions, parties, weddings, and it even comes decorated at Christmas time. Give them a call today at 319-270-1805 for more information.
Welcome back to North Tama Red Hawks softball here on YouTube. We're moving to the top of the 5th inning. Leading us off, Bell Weiskopf. First pitch by Hostetler in there for a strike. And then hit. That one's hit deep to left field. There's center field over the Cochran's head there in center. Well struck ball there by Weiskopf for leadoff double. That'll bring up catcher Abby Thorpe. And out in front of that one, pulls it foul. That one hit down a third baseline, foul. Hostetler quickly ahead of Thorpe here, 0-2. And that 0-2 hits her right on the kneecap. That'll bring up left field. Serenity McClutchin with the runners at first, second, and nobody out. Warriors right back to threatening. I think a conference here to see if she leaned into the pitch or not. I don't think she leaned into it, but let's see what the umpires say, and it must come up with she didn't. And first pitch in there, swing and a miss for a strike. And swings over the top. Ball's rolling down the line. Foul. After the hit by a pitch, Hostetler quickly ahead 0-2. And still nobody out here in the inning. Runners at first and second for the Warriors. And one hopper right back to the pitcher. Out at third. Safe at first. Good play by Hostetler to get the lead runner. And the fielder's choice by McClutchin for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up first base, Bailey Moore. Runner still at first and second, now with one out. That pitch is a little bit low. Score still Warriors 6, Redhawks 7. And a swing and a miss there by Moore. Evens up the count at 1-1. And the 1-1 to Moore on the way. In there for strike two. 1-2 the count. Anything hit on the ground, Redhawks need to try and knock it down, keep it on the infield. That pitch pulled foul. And popped up in the infield, should be infield fly. Signick takes it anyway for the second out of the inning. Which will bring us to the top of the order. Sloan McCain, the right fielder. Runner still at first and second. Hostetler needs to wipe sweat off her brow there. Has warmed up out here this evening. And the first pitch to McCain. That's been inside. 1-0 the count. That ball hit hard down the left field line. Foul. McCain put a good swing on that one, but pulls it foul. Does even up the count at 1-1. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the fifth. And a pop-up back to Hostetler. Well, in the inning. Warriors get no runs on one hit, and no Red Hawk errors, and there were 2 Warriors left on base. At the end of 5.5, HLV Warriors 6, North Tama Red Hawks 7. We'll be back here with the bottom of the 5th after a word from our sponsors.
The Traer Lions Club has been servicing the Traer area for decades. With several donations to the Salt and Pepper Shaker Gallery, the Winding Stairs Festival, the Tama County Food Bank, North Tama After Prom, BASIC, and many other organizations and efforts, the Traer Lions Club has been a leader in humanitarian efforts. To join the Traer Lions Club, go to their monthly meetings, the 4th Monday of every month at the Traer Library, and please visit them on Facebook at Traer Lions Club.
NT Dollars for Scholars is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make sure every graduating Red Hawk that would like a scholarship has the opportunity to receive one. Last year, North Tama Dollars for Scholars was able to give out 23 $1,000 scholarships to the class of 2022, and they would like to add to that this year. If you can help out in any way, please visit their website at northtama.dollarsforscholars.org.
Welcome back to North Tama Red Hawk softball here on YouTube. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. And leading us off is Violet Shutta. And the first pitch of the bottom half hit out to center or right field. And a nice play there out there in right field by Sloan McCain on the run. Makes a nice play on a liner from Shutta. We'll bring up, for the first out of the inning, we'll bring up Harper Roush. And the first pitch to Roush is in the dirt. 1-0 the count. Pitch number 2 on the way is also in the dirt. 2-0. And the 2-0 on the way. Swing and fouled it off. 2-1 the count. And the 2-1. Hit hard up the middle by Roush, out in the center field for a base hit. And a 1-out hit by Roush will bring up right field Josie Monett. And the first pitch to Monett hit hard right at second base. She knocks it down. Out at first. Way to stick with it there by the second base. Weisskopf for the second out of the inning. And we'll bring up catcher Morgan Meek. Two down for Red Hawks, but there is a runner at second scoring position now. Try to add to their lead. That's at 7-6. Meek hits it to second base. Weisskopf again and across for the third out. The Red Hawks get no runs on one hit and one runner left on base and no Warriors. We will move to the top of the 6th inning here after a word from our sponsors.
You know when you buy a bag of salad and it gets all brown and soggy? Cookies don't do that. Check out Country Road Cookies for your custom sugar cookie and sweet treat needs. Find us on Facebook and Instagram, Country Road Cookies, located on a country road between Scher and Dysart.
Welcome back to North Tim Red Hawks softball here on YouTube. We are moving here to the top of the 6th inning. Leading us off here, a pitch in the dirt is Tinley O'Brien. Hit hard down the third base line, but foul. Evens up the count at 1-1. And a hit out to shortstop. Shut up for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Eerily Kupka. First pitch, swing and a miss. In the 0-1, hit hard out to left field. Ball gets away from Roush, but right to Shutta. Save, no extra bases there. And a 1-out hit by Kupka will bring up now shortstop Brindle Jack. First pitch to Jack, a little bit low. Jack hits that one, foul. And the 0-1 to Jack on the way. Hit hard, past Rouch into center field. And back-to-back hits here by the Warriors. Puts runners at first and second with 1 out. And pitcher Kaylee Moore. First pitch a little bit low. Pitch pulled down the third base line. Evens up the count at 1-1. Runners at first and second for the Warriors, 1 out. Score still 6-7 North Tama. Sinking across, bad throw at first. That'll play to a run. Move runners up second and third on the air by Sinknick. And that'll bring up second base, Bill Weiskopf. Nice play picking that up, but this throw got away from her a little bit. First pitch to Weiskopf in there for a strike. Score's now tied at 7-7. Still only 1 out in the inning with the Warriors threatening with the runners at scoring position at second and third. And that pitch right in there for a strike. Evens up it was a count to 0-2. Signature looks at home, no play at home, makes a smart out at first. Did we get out Weiskopf, 5-3. But the Warriors do get a run on that and move another runner to third. Does run the score to 8-7 Warriors. And we'll bring up catcher Abby Tharp. And the first pitch to Tharp on the way, pulled foul. Here's the 0-1. And never called strike, 0-2. The 0-2 on the way, swing and miss. Strike 3 for Tharp. However, the Warriors do score 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Red Hawk error, and there's 1 Warrior left on base. At the end of 5.5, the Warriors 8, Red Hawks 7. We'll be back at the bottom of the 6th inning after a word from our sponsors.
Hometown Foods, located at 422nd Street in Traer, is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We offer daily homemade lunch specials for your work week from 11 to 1 Monday through Friday, as well as our famous sub sandwiches, salads, and wraps. Proudly, we are Hometown Foods with hometown values.
Dr. Peepo, Dr. Gingrich, Dr. Berm, and their staff are dedicated to providing you with a pleasant visit and results that you're proud to show off. Established in 2017, they strive to provide high-quality, comprehensive, affordable dental care for the lifetime of their patients in Dysart and the surrounding rural communities. Visit them at dysertsmiles.com or schedule your appointment today at 319-476-5110. Peepo and Gingrich Family Dentistry, our family caring for yours.
Welcome back to North Tama Red Hawks softball here on YouTube. Moving to the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading us off, pitcher Addie Hostetler. Here's the first pitch at the bottom of the 6th. Hit hard out in the center or left field. Oh, gets by the left fielder. Hostetler's going to go for two. He's in there standing up. So a leadoff hit by Hostetler. We have timeout here by Jovi. Looks like we're having another pitching change, flipping back. Looks like Jack's going back to pitch and Moore back to shortstop. There's nobody out in the inning. Well, the Red Hawks will have a runner at second base with Emery Cochran due up. And your score, HLV Warriors 8, North Tama Red Hawks 7. Cochran will step in. And then after Cochran, we go back to the top of the order. Pitch up and away, 1-0. And the 1-0. Low and in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher. Tharp saves a base. Two to Cochran on the way. In there at the knees for a called strike. 2-1 to count. That one a little upstairs. Count goes 3-1. On the way. Upstairs for ball 4. That'll bring us to the top of the order, and Gabby Shetta. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Shetta, right across. Hole 1 to count. Upstairs, evens up 1-1. One right in there, moves the count to 1-2. One, two on the way. Fouled off at the plate. Count remains 1-2. Shetta hits it hard to second. And a nice play there by second base Weiskopf on over to first. For the first out of the inning, does move the runners up to second and third. So a productive out there. We'll bring up left fielder Kaylor Ewalt. Ewalt bunts down to first, and they got Hostetler hung up, and she slides under the tag. The other runners are moving up. Right idea there by Kupka. Hostetler just was able to get under the tag. That does tie up the score at 8-8 on the fielder's choice. We'll bring up third base, Eleni Sinknick. One away, runners at second and third. And the first pitch to Sinknick here on the way. Right in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. That pitch right across as well. 0-2 the count. Here's the 0-2 to Sinknick. Hit a fly ball to right field. Right fielder makes a play. Runner forgot to tag, and it goes back. And now we got the other runner hung up and out at third. The Red Hawks get the run there, so that does put them ahead by a score of 9-8. So after 6th inning, the score is HLV Warriors 8, North Tama Red Hawks 9. We'll move to the top of the 7th inning here after a word from our sponsors.
A proud supporter of North Tama Athletics, Monett Bill is your #1 choice for all your residential construction needs. Give Scott a call today at 309-240-4772 to see what Scott can do for you today.
If you are looking for a general contractor, construction manager, or wanting to design your next commercial or industrial project, Larson Construction is your place to go. Their mission is to provide their customers with the finest quality project for the least possible cost. Give them a call today at 319-334-7061 or visit larsonconst.com.
Welcome back to North Tama Red Hawks softball here on YouTube. We're moving to the top of the 7th inning with the Red Hawks trying to cling to a 1-1 lead. We're going to lead off here with Serenity McClutchin. With a pop up to short. Shed underneath it for the first out of the inning. One away here in the top of the 7th. We'll bring up first base, Bailey Moore. First pitch is upstairs. And the second one's downstairs. 2-0 the count. And the count goes to 3-0. And the 3-0 is on the way. Right across for a strike. 3-1 the count. We will be moving back to the top of the order here in a minute. And that pitch pulled foul. Runs the count full. Stetler trying to come all the way back from the 3-0 count. And the payoff pitch is low and in the dirt. Ball 4. So the tying run is on first, and we're back to the top of the order with Sloan McCain. Stetler needs to do a little groundwork here. And it's a little warm evening tonight. Got sweat coming down. And here's the first pitch to McCain. Hit hard to short. Shutout makes the play over to first. Out at first. That's the second out of the inning. We'll bring up Tinley O'Brien with the runner at second. Scores 9-8 Redhawks. First pitch is low. That pitch in there for a strike. Count goes to 1-1. And hit to third. Sinknick with the bobble. Third base runner gets back. Runners at first and third on the air. That'll bring up third base, Eerily Kupka. Squares the bunt, pulls back, runner taken off for second. Now the go-ahead run is now at second base in scoring position. That's all the fake bunt was for. I'm going to be my guess. I don't think we're having a number 3 hitter squaring the bunt with 2 outs. And that one's hit out into left field for base hit. Ewald having trouble picking it up. And 2 runners score on the base hit by Kupka. That puts the Warriors ahead 10-9. First pitch in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 to count. And the 0-1 on the way. Hit hard out to left field again. That's going to get all the way to the fence. Going to have runners at second and third here with 2 outs for the Warriors. After the double there by Kupka. That'll bring up pitcher Brindle Jack. Warriors looking to add to their lead now, which is at 10-9. And that pitch is in the dirt, and I stopped by Meek. Kind of a seesaw game this evening, back and forth a little bit. Swinging over the top to even up the count at 1-1. And that upstairs. 2-1. And a 2-1 on the way. Hit the shortstop, and a little bobble there will play another run. And a hit there by Jack will bring up Carly Moore after they played another run. And timeout by the Redhawks. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. The score is now 11-9, the Warriors. And after the meeting in the circle, it would be at Carly Moore. First pitch in there for a strike. Excuse me, we're at Weiskopf here. And that's popped up to third. And a nice play there by Sinknick to end the inning. However, the Warriors do get 3 runs on 3 hits. There was a Red Hawk error and 2 runners left on base. At the end of 6 1/2, the HLV Warriors 11, North Tama Redhawks 9. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th after a word from our sponsors.
Joe Morrison State Farm is located right here in Traer on 2nd Street. Joe and his team can offer you great insurance at a great price. Whether that be for your car, your home, your business, or life insurance, Joe's got you covered. Visit him on 2nd Street or give him a call at 319 478 8310.
Harmson Seed offers Bayer, Syngenta, and Corteva traded corn and Enlist E3 beans. We are located northwest of Traer. Give us a call for all your seed needs.
Welcome back to North Tama Redhawks softball here on YouTube. We are heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. And leading us off here is Violet Shutta here, it looks like. And hit hard. Base hit out to left field to lead us off. That'll bring up second base, Harper Roush. We do need to take a quick pause here because we have to do the starting lineups for the baseball game. Hold it, please. Here we go. Welcome back to North Tama Softball here on YouTube. Sorry about that. We had to get the starting lineups announced for the baseball game that's about to start. Redhawks here have played it a run to move score 11 to 10 Warriors. The runners at the corners, 1 out. And a throw down to third. Runners back. Now we got runners and second, third. The winning run out at second base now. With Addie Hostetler up to bat. And that pitch is in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher, Tharp. And the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. There's the runners at second and third. And she did go. Kind of tough call for the umpire on that side, but it's a correct call. She definitely went. Count goes to 2-2. Ball popped up to left field side, but foul. And the 2-2 count. Hit hard at shortstop. Took a little while to get it home, and it's safe at home. Hostetler's going to go to second. Took a little bit to get that out of her glove. The fielder's choice there for Hostetler. Ties up the ball game at 11-11. Emily Cochran here with 1 away. Got Meek on third, Hostetler on second. First pitch right in there for a strike. 0-1. Next pitch is upstairs for 1-1 count. And the 1-1 to Cochran on the way. A little bit low, 2-1. And the 2-1 on the way. Hit hard right at shortstop. Play at the plate. Ball gets away. And that's the end of the ball game. With the score, HLV Warriors 11, North Tama Redhawks 12. And that'll do it for the Redhawks softball game this evening. They are back in action tomorrow night. Same time, same place out here. Thank you all for joining in and listening to North Tama Redhawks softball on YouTube. We will be switching over to North Tama Redhawks baseball here on YouTube as well here in just a second. Thank you all for joining in and have